Renavan, can you start?
Yeah. Om Shanti and good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to all the participants. Yet another refreshing online Sunday evening talk from Brahma Kumari Shanti Sarovar. Hope you all had a great day. So this is a weekly series of refreshing talks which focuses on the topics that matter to you. These topics are conducted by experienced Raj Yoga meditators with an aim for your personal development and improvement. You improve towards your work, home, and in your relationships. And these sessions are driven by experienced Raj Yoga facilitators. So today we will explore on the topic key disciplines for a highly successful life. So self-discipline is not a matter of intelligence. It is a matter of will and emotion. So discipline is an essential part of our life. In fact, without discipline in life, we cannot work smoothly. So to shed the light on this topic, today we have a senior faculty, Brother Girish from Dubai. He is a passionate leader. So let me spotlight him for you all. Yeah. So Brother Girish is a passionate leader, motivational speaker, and certified NLP trainer and coach. He has been practicing meditation for last 30 years and has been working in the field of sales and marketing for almost 28 years. And since joining Toastmasters in 2007, he has been instrumental in the formation of 3 Gavel clubs, part of Toastmasters International Program for teenagers. His dedication and passion for making difference in the youth has been quite exceptional. He has trained around 200 students in the field of public speaking and leadership. He has an amazing quest of learning and sharing wonderful tools with people around the world. He wants to continue learning as a student for years to come. So with that, without taking any further ado, let's welcome Brother Girish and listen to him on this wonderful topic, on most demanding topic, key disciplines for highly successful life. So over to Brother.
Thank you, Sister Veena. Thank you, Sister Vasanthi, for this wonderful opportunity. Hello, everybody. Hope you all are doing great. Success, when we say success, it's a very big topic, actually. Success can be on wealth, success can be on your career, success can be for health professionals, it can be success for them. For students, it is successful for getting into examination. So success is a very big, broad topic. So today, what I would like you all to take you all through is personally my experience and some of the key success principles of that if you start following, or you may be following, but what if you give extra 5% or 10% every day, then so you will see the success. And as I say, that success is something that you learn. There are skills. If you may have skills, but it's how about adding more skills so that you become more successful. And success is, as I say, sky is the limit. You can be as successful as you want. But the key to success is what we're going to discover today is happiness and certain disciplines that will help you to be successful. So friends, I started this journey of coaching, NLP. It's been about 12 years. And the reason I got involved into it, when I started working with teenagers back in 2010, I said working with teenagers is not that easy. It's pretty challenging because you have to understand, how they work and how do you get into their field and get them to do something is the biggest challenge what I face with teenagers. And when I say teenagers, the age group is between 12 to 17. So what I thought is that I need to learn some extra skills so that I can work with them and develop and help them to develop their public speaking skills, self-confidence. So that's how I started my journey in 2010, learning NLP, coaching, psychology. And that really got me, I thought, that will help the teenagers, but I was not aware that it's going to help me at my work as well. So at my workplace also, working with team, organization, it made a big difference. I was able to manage people. I was able to be as a leader, be an example. And this is where I learned that a leader, entrepreneur, who leads in the organization has to lead by example. So it's very important that whatever we do, we show, and that becomes an example. And that's what we call it, the modeling. People start modeling you. So that's the key factor of any success. So what we're going to try to do is I'm going to share the presentation slide. So if you have any questions or any doubts, please put it on chat. But the big questions, we will leave it till the end. And please keep the chat busy. Share your thoughts. You can put the emojis, reactions. So maybe for a moment, you can just share what does success mean for you, just one word. And those watching on YouTube, you can just kind of write it down or participate with us virtually. But just share in one word, what does success mean for you? And before I go to the presentation, so it'll be good to know that what is your understanding about success? Just one word. Not sure if I'm able to see the chat. Yeah, okay, I got it. Yeah, it comes togetherness, unconditional happiness. Okay, very good. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, happy with self. Fantastic. Satisfaction. Okay, brilliant. Balanced life. Amazing. Overcome. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, keep coming. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's thank you for sharing that. Yeah, keep coming. As I said, keep the chat busy. So peaceful life. Very nice. So we will kind of engage and try to understand what is your thinking, what is your understanding, and whatever I'll be sharing, how that will benefit you. That is all additional is contentment. Very nice, very nice, beautiful. So let me get into the presentation. And again, as I said, and what I would also request is that if you can keep a paper and pen ready with you. Someone said happiness, peace, and gratitude in all fields of life. Amazing. That's all outstanding. That covers everything, I guess. So if you can keep a paper and pen ready with you, because we're going to have some exercises in between. So, that will help you as well. Not to keep unhappy with anyone. Oh, yeah, brilliant. Brilliant. That's also very nice. Yeah, because happiness is key. If you're happy, you can spread happiness. And one thing I'll also like to share is that, we know all this stuff, but what I have realized personally, working in this field is that that sometimes we become unaware. Our unhappiness, our thoughts take over. So this is where the idea about today's program is all about, to understand that what is that area that you can really work on, and not let, as you said, the unhappiness come in or those negative thoughts come in our world. They will come, but let them go. So thanks for sharing, and I will just start the presentation. Hope you all can see it. I'm just going to go full screen. Yeah, if everybody can see, they can share it on the chat. Right. So the whole principle today is going to be is that how to get from where you are to where you want to be. That's the theme of the presentation. So we're just going to cover up quickly a little bit on mindfulness, on breathing, the success principles. What are the principles for success? Why we need to have a journal, and why is that important? The hour of power, and feedback. If there's any feedback you all would like to share, and then finally we'll have the Q&A. So this is basically the theme of the success principle. So would you like to increase your self-confidence? As I said, you may have self-confidence, but how about adding a bit more, 5%, 10% more? How would you like to tackle daily challenges? Live with passion and purpose and realize all your ambitions. Never give up, keep moving ahead. Embrace the fear. We all know what is fear, but sometimes we get caught over by fear unknowingly. So we're going to check how we can overcome the fear or embrace the fear. An abundance of happiness. And then how to set goals and vision. As in Hindi, we say lakshay, we need to have that vision very clear setting goals, that what do we want to become. So let's start with one beautiful exercise. Now, I'm not sure if I can see y'all, but what I would like y'all to do is that just relax, keep your whatever, if you've got anything in your hand, keep it on the table or on side, and just inhale and exhale and practice for 1 minute. Now, my question is, how do you breathe? Now, this is something, a lot of people say, oh, I know how to breathe. Yeah, but how do you breathe? Now, do you breathe, inhale and exhale? I'm going to stop this for a moment and I'm going to get to the chat. So maybe you can get on the chat quickly before we get into the breathing. So what happens when you inhale? When you inhale, does your diaphragm, your stomach expand, or is the other way around? When you exhale, it contracts. So what is right, you think? Can you put that on chat and let's see what that comes through? Because this is a very, very important factor, the breathing that, kind of gets the oxygen across to our brain, to all cells of the body. And if you really want to be healthy and really want to make those right decisions, breathing is very, very, very key. So if you can share your thought that what is breathing, what is the right way of breathing? Because a lot of people, as we unconsciously we are breathing, but do we really breathe the right way? So when you inhale, what happens to your diaphragm? And when you exhale, what happens to your diaphragm? Okay, when we inhale, the stomach come out and diaphragm comes up. Okay, excellent, excellent. Yes. Diaphragm should be inside while inhale. Okay, okay, okay. Right. Inhale, stop, and then exhale. Okay. Okay. Very good. Yeah. Expand when inhale. Okay. Breathe in, diaphragm, contract, breathe out. Fantastic. So, yeah, as most of the participants have mentioned, yes, when you inhale, the diaphragm expands. And when you exhale, the diaphragm, it contracts. And that's if you see, now you might say, is it that true? The most important thing is that just watch out a baby when the baby is sleeping. And that's the best way. Because as we grow old, you really forget to look into these things. And as I said, the breathing is very unconscious, because they say you can live without food, you can live without water, but you cannot live without breathing. So that's so important about breathing. And I have realized this practicing, that how breathing can help me in making those decisions, and also how breathing gets supply the oxygen to all cells of the body. And that's what we're going to do in the meditation practice as well. And when you're tired, inhale and exhale. So for a moment, what I would like you all to do is that just relax, keep your body, spine loosely straight. And maybe if you want to relax towards the chair, your back towards the chair, if you feel comfortable, you can do that. But I would like you to do is that I'm going to count 1 minute. And then for 1 minute, I want you all to inhale and exhale. And the challenge is that you're going to count the number of breathing. So your inhaling and exhaling is 1. So I'm sure you can demonstrate. And then exhale. So that's 1. So you're going to count the number of breathing you're going to do in 1 minute. So if you're ready, I'm going to start the timer in about 2 seconds. So the time starts now. So 1 minute you have. Just focus on the breathing. And if your mind is getting diverted to what is going to happen the next minute, focus on the breathing. Got 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, how was it? How many number of breaths did you get? Maybe you can put it on chat. How many number of breaths did you get in 1 minute? 18. Oh, wow. Okay. 18. Amazing. Okay. 12. Okay. 17. 4. Okay. Excellent. So the good news is the counting was not that important. The trick of this exercise is that how much you could focus. Oh, I had 29. Oh, wow. Okay. That's something amazing. I haven't seen a 29. But as I said, there is no right number or wrong number. But typically in 1 minute, if you really inhale and exhale in a way that, the proper way, as I said, and holding it for about 1 or 2 seconds and then exhaling it also same for the same time. Now, another question is that a lot of people ask, can we inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose? You could, but when you exhale through the mouth, it's like you're releasing all that negative energy. You just kind of, again, I'm going to demonstrate. And then, so inhaling all that power and light, and then exhaling all that negative, all the stress, what is really bothering you. That's the beauty about this inhaling, exhaling. The other one which really works well is that the count of 4. You must have heard the box of 4, the count of 4. So it's like that. You inhale. I'm just going to show it to you. This is, you can some practice like. Now you can make it more rhythmic as well. Now you might say, what is this? This is what we call motion creates your emotion. See, whenever you are down, you're feeling down, and you feel that something is really bothering you, try this exercise and you will see the difference that it will make. Really, really big difference. And also when you're doing the breathing exercise, don't forget to smile, because laughter is very, very important in our life. And I would ask you maybe to rethink today, like how many times you must have laughed the whole day today, from morning till evening. How many times did you, if you had an opportunity, or you made other people laugh, because laughter is very key thing. So breathing and laughter, they both are key for you to feel relaxed and let that stress go. Because a lot of people say today, oh, I'm very stressful. Ask them how they are breathing. That's the main thing. And how are they laughing enough? And you will see the difference. So I'll continue with the slides. If you have any other questions, please put it on made opportunity to laugh, someone said. Okay, great, excellent. So if you have any other questions, please put it on chat and we will get through that. Okay. So the next one is, as I said, motion creates emotion. So it's the movement, breathing, laughter, really, really helpful. Okay, 1 minute, we have a little bit of the technical error, technical problem. I will get through that 1 second. So try to, going back onto breathing, as much as you can in a day, try to find time to breathe. There is another exercise now coming up on your screen right now. This is not KBC, but I'm just sharing with you. So where you need a pen and paper. So you need to find out from this slide, what do you see? Can you count the number of Fs? Just count the number of F. And I'm going to now take the slide away. I hope you managed to count that. I'm going to bring it back once again for you to just count the number of Fs. Okay, you'll have just 5 seconds. All right. And I'm going to stop sharing, and maybe you can just let me know how many number of Fs you got on the chat. 3, 5, 3, 4. Okay, into 4. Okay, into 4 means 8. 4. Okay, 3. All right. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, again, it's nothing and there's no right or wrong. But what is important is in this exercise, how we see. There are certain opportunities that come our way. Are we seeing all those opportunities, or we are only seeing what we can see, basically? There is something we see and something is beyond what we see. So I'm going to show you the slide back again. So look at that carefully. Okay. So those who said they probably got 3, let's say they probably got 3. So I assume they would have got the first one, the second one, and probably one of the other ones. But did you notice that there are others F as well? There is the finished files are the result of, that also is an F. Years of is also an F. Scientific, there's an F here. And then you have an F off as well. So probably those who have counted 3, I assume that they must have overlooked at the off and the off. And this is what happens to the opportunities which come our way. You know, we say that, yes, how we can model successful people. The successful people look at it very carefully at everything, whatever they do. That's how they do not miss any opportunities. This is again a skill that we can learn, and you know, it comes by practice. So 6, yes, it is 6 indeed. Yes, yes. And when you find that, this is like the magic formula. You know, when you want to open the safe key, you think, okay, how this is a number missing. But when you get the number, then you're able to open the safe key and you find, oh, I got it. That's what success is. If you follow the principles, success will come through. Okay. So I'm going to go back to the slide. I think someone has got a mute on. Okay. So let's get back to the slide. Yes. So was it okay? Did you all find that interesting? Did you find that how we lose opportunities sometimes and how we see things? And you know, you can practice this. I would say, you know, next time when you look for an opportunity, just practice this and see, have I missed any opportunity? What is that I could have thought about? What is that I could have looked into it? You know, so these are the clues which, I say, the universe always gives us some clues. So this was the filters. What we call it actually in technical terms is the filters what we put. So whatever you put, if your glasses are dark, you will see dark. But if your glasses are clear, you will see clear. So this is what the filters are all about. So as I said, Ralph Waldo said that once you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. You know, as you must have heard this many times. And that is true. Once the universe awards action. So if you're ready, you prepared, the universe will award actions. So the first principle, which is very, very important, is that taking 100% responsibility for your life. Now, to give you my personal story is that, you know, I somehow had this little bit of trait where I used to blame other people. You know, if something has gone wrong, I used to say because of that person or because of that person. So it took me a while to understand that actually speaking, the responsibility lies with me. So imagine if an event, so the formula is E plus R is equal to O. So if E stands for all the events in your life, you know, and R is the response. So for instance, to give you an example, someone loses the job. There's an event. What do we do? Oh, because of the boss, because of the economy, because of, restructuring. Yes, it may be right. But again, we need to take the responsibility that this is an event. What is the response I need to do? Okay, I've lost the job for some reason, but there is other jobs waiting for me. Can I start looking for those? So the beauty about this is that rather than thinking and you know, feeling bad about it, how can I move forward? So, and then your outcome will be different. So this is very, very, very key understanding. If you can get this formula, you've got really, really the understanding about the success. So stop blaming and complaining and taking full 100% responsibility in your life. It could be a job loss. It could be, you know, someone rejected your proposal. You know, you put a proposal for business or a partnership or anything that is really required that you were expecting that it is going to happen. You did not. Or there was a promotion you were waiting for. It did not happen. So there was an event. There is, what was your response? And then the outcome happens. Now, what happens is that if someone tells me that I'm good for nothing, which people used to tell me lots before, you know, that you're not good for anything, you know, you're a failure or whatever that is at work. But that's an event. What was my response? And I used to start telling myself, oh, yes, I am a failure. Oh, really? Did they know about it? Oh, I am a failure. I'm good for nothing. So they have mentioned something, but I have started now telling myself. So if I stop telling myself after what they have told me, that is the difference that makes a difference. I hope you're getting that. That if someone told me that I am, good for nothing, am I really good for nothing? I don't think so. That may be their perception, but I know what capabilities I have. I know what I can do, and I can move forward. So this is what is important to know. There might be a feedback. That's a different thing. But do I really need to take those words which people are telling me? And this is what we say is that remember, when someone says something that hurts, look inside and see what it is that you are telling yourself from the time they told you. Or for someone says that, you're not going to get the promotion. You have not done enough, and we are not happy with your services. So is that true? Well, I have done enough. I've put in a lot of hard effort. So what is there? That may be that perception. But what I need to do is that keep working hard and not letting the thoughts, what they're telling me, to go in. So this is very, very key important factor that we need to keep. Or someone, the most important thing, the critical saying is that when someone tells something about you, you hear, or somebody is saying that, oh, I heard this about you. Really? That may be story, that may be not the fact. But my mind starts getting, really, people are saying like that about me? Oh, okay, why they are saying like this? So now my attention has diverted. So this is very, very important key, that if you can realize that anything happens in your life, first is you look at what the response is, and then based on the response, your outcome is going to happen. Are you going to be happy? You're going to be sad? You're going to be joyful? Or you're not going to be, you're not going to experience that abundance of happiness. And this is what steals your happiness. So, when I was in training in the US doing the NLP, the first thing my trainer told me, he said, you'll be meeting a lot of people. We were assistant, helping other participants. So he said one thing, that you're going to see that a lot of people are going to test you. They're going to say something to you, and which you might get hurt. But just remember, you are responsible for your own state. Don't come to me and complain that he said, she said. That's not important. How is important is that this training is all about how you are going to manage your state. That's the key thing. And that's the thing that I learned that day, that I am responsible for my state and nobody else. So I hope that's clear. And again, as I said, if you have any questions on this one, it's a very, very broad topic. We're trying to cover a lot of things in a very short time. But if you have any thoughts, please put it through, and I will be happy to answer it. Again, natural disaster also is one of them, which happens, floods or fire. Again, an event, a response, and what is your outcome towards that? Some people are happy, like COVID happened. How was your response to that? And some people managed it very, very nicely. Some people were not able to manage it. So this is how this E plus R equal to O formula works. So now I think what I would invite you is that there is this another one that we sometimes say that I can't in life. We say I can't. But instead of saying I can't, what is the other word you can say? So what I would like you to say, maybe put it on the chat again. There are some things that you say to yourself that I can't. Like for me, I used to say, I can't wake up in the morning. I can't cook properly. I can't deliver, an event in front of 1,000 people. It's all about I can't. So what is something that is that something that you keep telling yourself, I can't? And just say something that you have been using in the past. I can't. Something that, I can't be consistent while working. Oh, that's beautiful. I can't. Okay. So what is that something you keep telling? I can't wake up at 4 a.m. Oh, beautiful. Yes. That's a very, very common one. I can't. Yes. Okay. Can't sleep on time. Someone said can't sleep on time. Yeah. So yeah, I can't. So what would be another word now if you had to say can't take risk? Very important. Yes. Can't take risk. Yes. So what would be the other one if you said, now whatever you said, I can't take risk, I can't get up at 4 a.m. Now those who said I can't believe all people. Okay. Now whatever you all said, hold on to that. Hold on to that. And instead of saying I can't, say I won't. So if you said I can't wake up at 4 a.m., say I won't wake up at 4 a.m. I won't take risk. Now just see the difference. Put that on chat because when you share, it makes a difference. I won't tolerate that. Okay. Now what's the difference? I can't tolerate and I won't tolerate. So there's a difference. I can't and I won't. I won't wake up at 4 a.m. Okay. Okay. So what is the difference you feel? I can't and I won't. I won't trust you. Okay. Okay. I won't take risk. So thank you. That's wonderful. So what would be the difference between I can't and I won't? What was the difference you felt? Is there any difference you felt? I can't do it, but will not do. Absolutely good. I can do it, but will not do. Yes, that is true. So I can't is that I don't have any power. Yes, not to take responsibility. I won't, I have a choice. Maybe like for instance, someone said, I cannot wake up at 4 a.m., but I won't wake up at 4 a.m. Okay. If you had a choice, if you had tools, if you slept early, could you wake up at 4 a.m.? I could. So now you are more empowering. I won't is more empowering. There is a choice, but I can't. There is no choice. It's like I am in that. I'm surrounded with all those negativity. I can't. So that's the difference. Yeah, don't, do and don't. Perfect, perfect. I'm not ready to accept won't. Okay, excellent, brilliant. So friends, try, the brothers and sisters, try this out. That if you're somebody says, somebody said in the house that if they had this beautiful one, they said if somebody says that they use the word I can't, they have like maybe India or wherever you are, the sum they used to keep like $2. Now that could be 50 rupees, for instance. So it's not punishment, but it says even the children, if they say I can't, tell them 50 rupees. No, what's this? You say I won't do it. It's a different thing. There's no I can't. There is always a possibility. So if you cannot wake up at 4 a.m., I can't wake up at 4 a.m., find a way. There's always a way. Find somebody who does it, and you will be able to do it. But I can't take risk. I won't take risk. So how can you start taking risk? So this is a beautiful exercise, which will help you to eliminate the I can't actually. Because success is all about, this is what successful people do. So you might say, what is that to do with success? But that's the key principle of successful people. So let's go to the slides back again. So we are shifting and yes, the law of replacement is that replace I can't with I can. And remember, there are no can'ts. There are only I choose not to, So I won't, you can replace it with I can. I am. And you will see the difference it will make. So if you want to be successful, you have to eliminate the phrase I can't. What I can't, do you need to eliminate in your life? So maybe you can make a list. What I would advise, or maybe there could be an assignment, you could make a list of all those I can'ts that you have been saying to yourself, what you've said on the chat, that you can eliminate in your life and replace it with I won't. Now, going back to the next topic, which is visualization, another very, very key principle of successful people. Now, I want to share a story with you all on this one, a beautiful story on the visualization. This was kind of, if you see the kind of research happened in Chicago, in University of Chicago, sometime way back, about 40 years back, by Dr. Biasiato. And this was done for 30 days. Basically, the idea was that they divided 3 groups and a basketball team, 3 groups. So one group, they said that you just go in the court and play the basketball and try to throw the ball in the net. Practice that for 30 days, every day for 3 to 4 hours. Perfect. The other group, they said that you just visualize. Don't do anything. Just visualize throwing the ball in the net. Perfect. The third group, they said, you don't do anything. Just don't do anything. Just relax for 30 days and that's it. So guess what the results would have been? The first group, who were going to the court and practicing every day and trying to get the ball in the net, they managed to get about 23% right of the shots. The visualization group, who was doing, they also managed to get 23% right when they went into the court. And the third group, as you might imagine, there was nothing, there was no result. So friends, the most important thing what I have learned from this exercise is that visualization is very, very key for your success. And visualization is not only about like, imagining, but it is like feeling, like sound, smell, and, the feel. So when they were doing when they were throwing the basketball in the net, it was not only about just throwing in the basketball. They were feeling the sound, the crowd chanting for them, you can do it, let's go, and also the smell of the court, of the ball, there was a smell, what, the feeling was there that they're playing, and the feeling of the, when the ball was in their hand, how the ball goes, and then gets to the court. So it was all these three senses which were active, and that's what we work in NLP. Basically, it's all about senses. We call it in NLP as VAK, visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. So when you start doing the visualization, and visualization is like imagination as well. Walt Disney was able to do that. For instance, he imagined that the Disney World is going to happen. He had no clue how it is going to happen, but he just imagined, he dreamt about it. And as you know, Burj Khalifa, when it was being built, the tallest tower in Dubai, they had imagined. If you're an architecture, into architecture, and if you're an engineer, you certainly have to imagine how it will be, and visualize how it is going to be. And then the result comes. So visualization is very, very important. So when you set your goals and objectives, today we're not going to get into too much into the goals, but when you set your goals and objective, the first thing successful people say is that they visualize that what is the outcome, what they are going to become, and that's what makes it true. So if somebody said that 4 a.m. was a problem or taking risk was a problem, I would really advise, or I kind of give you an assignment to really see how you can visualize it, how you can see it, that you are waking up in the morning and you are experiencing that beautiful meditation hour. I have also had problems waking up, but once you decide, that was my goals, I set the goal that I am going to do and I'm going to make it happen. So, and I started visualizing that I'm waking up in the morning and having that beautiful conversation with God. And I'm just enjoying the morning meditation. And what is the benefit of waking up in the morning? So I started visualizing it. And that what changed my complete perception. And now it became very easy. Things which were difficult, just by visualizing it, the outcome, what is the outcome? It became very easy. So, I would really, really encourage you all to kind of practice this and see how it comes true. It's a beautiful, beautiful exercise of visualization. So we go into the next slide. So hope that is clear. Again, if you have any questions, please put it into the chat and we'll try to get to the end of the. So now there are a couple of successful habits also of successful people, what they do. The hour of power. They wake up early in the morning. Every successful person who has been very successful, again, it is not only about money. Money is only one factor. Money is the outcome of what you have been doing for many, many years. But, everything, whatever happiness, the joy of happiness, I say that is success. That if you are very happy, because today they say that the biggest wealth what one can have is happiness. Money will come and go, but if your happiness is fluctuating, then a lot of things can go upside down. So happiness is the biggest wealth. And successful people, no matter what, they might have been rich, they might have gone broke due to financial conditions, but they never lost the happiness. They never lost their discipline. And we're going to cover a little bit on the discipline as well. So the hour of power, they say, is that they're waking up early in the morning. They have this routine of 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. So 20 minutes of meditation, 20 minutes of exercise, and then 20 minutes of journaling, writing. So very, very, and you would say, oh, I can wake up anytime. No, most of the successful people, their key discipline is that they wake up before the sunrise. And generally speaking, what we have found out is that they wake up very, very early. That's how they start the day, where everybody is in sleep, and they start the day that with the beautiful positive thoughts, early in the morning. And then the second one is that they never stop learning. So today, you all are here, taking out your Sunday evening, and come to kind of share learn something that you will be taking from this presentation. Never stop learning. Every presentation, every event gives us an opportunity to learn. And again, successful people take maximum opportunity, listen to talks, go to seminars. So they take even one idea. So for today's seminar, even one idea, if you take that itself, you have gained an extra skill in your life. And again, they set goals and clear vision. They discipline themselves, and they have a lot of gratitude. They are very thankful in life for people, not only for themselves, but a lot for people, those who have done for them, and really, really, they're very happy. That's how they're able to share the gratitude. And the other thing is that writing journal or victory log. Victory log is something like, very simple, that what was something that you had victory today, like you said, waking up in the morning. Yes, I woke up in the morning, such a wonderful thing. Or you set a goal that I am going to have my, some people said some breakfast, you have an issue, or maybe you're sleeping early, you slept early and woke up early. Yes, I did that. So that is kind of known as the victory log, but putting that into the journal, So this is one of the habits. So if you are writing your journal, and they say that if your life is beautiful, it is worth recording for people, your those who are going to come and will learn from your life, that what your life has been. So writing journal is very, very key. So if you are writing, if you are not writing, I would say is that put it on the chat if you're writing. And if you're not writing, I would encourage you to start writing. You can write Moodley points, you can write. And this is what I found about the journal, is that the churning, and as we have seen, Dadi Janki, I learned this from Dadi Janki. She was amazing when it used to come in churning. She used to write as well the points, and that is how she used to remember. So if you want to kind of remember it for many, many years, start writing in the journal, and start also writing what is that something was very positive. What are you really happy about? What are you really, thankful about in life? And something which was not very good as well. So this is the morning routine, what looks like a beautiful, wake up before the sunrise, have breakfast, exercise. You can do it morning, you can do it evening, no matter what, and have fruits, a lot of fruits, because fruits gives us that lot of energy, and it's the natural energy which comes in our body. So there is somebody, sound is on for somebody.
Take your water.
So quickly going on to the discipline of success. So is that clear for now? And I'm just going to run through this part very quickly. So the discipline of success, again, waking up early in the morning. This is the key disciplines, which again, if you really want, you may be successful, but how about if you can add a little bit more, that if you're, for instance, that this is discipline. Now, if you're eating too much, and if you are overweight by any chance, or if you're not exercising, then that's a problem. So this is where we call lack of discipline. Or if you're spending too much money, you end up in debt. There's no budget, so there's a discipline, that there is no control. Or if you watch more TV, or browse social media in the night, and you're not able to sleep on bed on time, that's again discipline. So these are key disciplines we call very, very important, what all the successful people do. And they say that self-discipline is the ability to make yourself to do what you should, when you should do it, whether you feel like it or not. Like sometimes you might say, like, I don't feel sometimes to wake up in the morning. Sometimes the body is tired, but it's a discipline. If once you get into the discipline, then you will wake up, and then you can catch up on the sleep. You can sleep early or catch up on the weekend or whatever you want. But the most important thing is the discipline. And once you break it, then it takes a little bit while to get through. If you say, I'm going to go 5 days, I'm going to exercise, but you do 4 days only, what happens? Next week, I'll just do 3 days. Next week, 2 days, and there your discipline goes away. So it's very, very key to understand that what are your disciplines that you want to bring in your life, and how you can be really, really follow it every day without fail. So successful people never give up. They are not afraid of failure. They accept failure as part of the way to success. They discipline themselves to keep trying until they win. Yes, there will be challenges, there will be failures, but not giving up. That's what successful people do. That's the discipline they follow. So you see in life, lots of people know what to do, but few actually do. What they know, and knowing is not enough. So this is very, very important also, that we all know. Now you can find this all in Google, but do we do it? So the question between successful people and the others are that they take action. They take action and follow it through. That's the key thing. So winners are those who make a habit of doing things. Losers are uncomfortable doing. That's what is the difference, basically. So before I get to this, so any thoughts you have on this one? What do you think about discipline? Any thoughts or any questions you have? Is this something that any discipline that you say, oh, you have not been following, or anything that you should be following? You want to do it, but you've not been able to do it? You can share it on the chat. Because if you start doing this, a lot of discipline needs dedication. Yes, absolutely. I totally agree with you. Dedication, commitment, and you need to bring more fun in life, kind of, that I want to do it. You want to enjoy the process as well. Okay, beautiful. Yes, please keep sharing. And what I'm going to take you is, before this, morning routine itself sets all of the things in line. Absolutely. I totally agree. Commitment. Yes, absolutely. No, thank you for sharing. Really, whatever you're sharing, and someone again told me, that sharing is also making a difference, because sharing means you're sending out to the world, and when you say it loud, things happen. So whatever you're sharing, it's you're getting your brain activity working, and that's what is going to be key. You're getting more clarity. So that's where the sharing makes a lot of difference. So I'm going to take you also through a little bit of a meditation also practice. And before that, I'm going to show you some cartoons to just make the mood a bit lighter. Okay. So here you go. And this is all related to, if you see this one, I don't know whether you can see this. No, you cannot see. Let me share it. So you see the technology. Now, if I say, I can't do this technology, I won't do the technology, I can do it. Okay, there are mistakes, but I learn from the mistakes. So you see, that's the difference. So this one is, I hope the jumper cable works. I've got to start her up and finish my report. So he's using the jumper cable on a computer, Sometimes we do that. We just want to get things working, but sometimes, we end up in a little bit of a mess. So you want to watch that. And this is something I would like you all to probably, again, an assignment, something on values, that we all know what are values, what are the core principle of values. So, but I would like to give you a small assignment, and then you can share it with the sister later, that what are the 5 core values you have. Now, I don't know whether you can see the screen properly, but just values are qualities. It's like compassion, confidence, like whatever you're sharing on the chat, resourcefulness, recognition, productivity, honesty. Now, if you take 5 of your core values, just take 5, and then once you're ready with your 5, then write a sentence saying that what are the core values mean for me? What is that important? Why is that so important for me? And once you have done that, then you share it with somebody whom you're close, and then check their own core values. Maybe your friends, maybe your colleagues, maybe your family relation. Check what is their core values. Ask them a question. What is important for you? What are your core values? So help them to understand, what are the core values. Sometimes people don't understand the values and qualities. And then you will see the difference, that the values, do they match? And if the values are not matching, that is where sometimes we have arguments. That is where sometimes we have, there is a little bit of a kind of mismatching. That's what is up, because every person is on their core values. They behave, they act, they make decisions based on their core values. So this is a beautiful exercise which probably will help you to kind of understand. So check this out. I would recommend, highly recommend, for you to go through this exercise. Okay, one last cartoon, and then we go on to meditation. Cartoons, someone told me that you need to bring sometimes laughter. Sometimes you don't laugh, but these cartoons, some stories, they help us to laugh. So here you are. Again, I'm going to share this with you. We had all gone through COVID, and one thing in COVID we learned is that I did so many tests, for traveling. So this is a beautiful one of showing that the doctors are talking about that the one thing the coronavirus has taught us is that it's amazing how deep into someone's head you can reach with a cotton swab through the nose, because they were all testing, and it was, sometimes it was just going on to the head. So this was a beautiful one that I realized that yes, the cotton swab, just a small one, it goes to the nose and it can reach the head. So that's a beautiful one to bring some laughter and smile. Okay, someone said dedication, helpfulness, loyalty, decision making capability. Very nice, very nice. Please keep sharing your values, because the more you share your values, the more you're sending it out to the world, and that's how magic happens. So I'm going to take you through a quick meditation, and I'm going to finish up with one more exercise for successful people that will help you. We might be going a little bit over time, 5-10 minutes, if that's going to be okay, because we're going to have a question answer session as well. So as I said, there's a lot to cover, and I'm trying to see what best, I'm trying to give as much as I can. But if, again, you have any questions, any doubts, put it in the chat and we'll try to cover it up as much as we can now or at a later stage. So if you're ready, maybe you just want to relax and just keep your, if you have something on your hand, just keep it on the table, and just, feel comfortable on the chair, or you can sit on the floor. You can keep your eyes open, keep eyes closed, whatever you feel comfortable. But this beautiful meditation is all about bringing more and more joy and happiness in your life, and also sharing it with others, and sharing it with someone that you really love, someone who kind of is not in your good books as well. So we're going to start with that, and if you can keep yourself on mute, that will be very, very helpful actually. I think so someone has unmuted themselves. So if you're ready, I'm going to take you through, as I said, find a comfortable but alert position in which to sit. As you allow your eyes to gently close, pay attention to the body and see if there are any minor adjustments that will help you maintain the position for the duration of the meditation. And we will start with simply inhaling and exhaling. Just inhale and exhale, just very gently, focusing on your breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. You may notice the mind wandering. This offers us an opportunity to cultivate mindfulness and concentration. Each time we notice the mind wandering, we are strengthening our ability to recognize our present experience. Each time we bring the mind back to the breath, we strengthen our ability to concentrate. Treat it as an opportunity rather than a problem. In appreciative joy practice, we're cultivating a mind and heart that shows appreciation, joy, and gratitude for the good fortune we experience within ourselves and our environment. And we begin our practice by these phrases. Now, you may want to say this in your mind. May I be happy for the joy I have. May my joy increase. May I be grateful and content. Now bring to mind someone who has benefited you or been especially kind to you. This may be a loved one, a friend, a teacher, or mentor. As this person comes into your mind, tune in your natural desire to see this person happy, free from suffering, and very happy and ease with life, content. The practice is to let go of any jealousy, greed, or any other negative thoughts that usually gets us disconnected from joy and happiness. And now you can repeat these phrases. Just as I am happy for the joy I have, I am happy for the joy you have. May your joy increase. May you be grateful and content. And let this person grow from your mind and bring to mind a neutral person. This is someone you see regularly but don't know very well. It may be somebody who works somewhere, or your co-worker, a person you see every day, or maybe a neighbor. Although you don't know this person well, you can recognize that just as you wish to be happy, this person wants to be happy as well. You don't need to know what the happiness looks like. Again, offer them these thoughts. I am happy for the joy you have. May your joy increase. May you be grateful and content. And now letting this neutral person go, think of somebody you find difficult working with, or you feel a little bit hurt, or there is some kind of resentment. You may not want to pick a very difficult person, but choose someone who is currently kind of, not in good terms with you. And again, offer these phrases with a good intention. I am happy for the joy you have. May your joy increase. May you be grateful and content. And you can do this practice in the morning, in the evening, whenever you feel. By sharing happiness, your happiness will increase. Now, letting go of that difficult person, extend joy to the whole universe. I am happy for the joy of all beings. May your joy increase. May we all be grateful and content. It's like giving a gift to the universe. And as we come to the closure, letting go of all the thoughts of others, return back to your own body, mind, and heart, and bringing that joy and comfort in your life. Notice if you feel any increase in your ability to appreciate the joy and all beings have experienced. Just notice, just by giving, is your joy and happiness increasing? And you may want to keep your hand on your heart, say thank you to the world, and share the joy and happiness with everybody. And gently, if your eyes are closed, you can open your eyes, and with the gently inhaling and exhaling, you can come back. And once you're ready, you can share your joy and happiness on the chat. How did you feel? By giving, does it make a difference? We all have joy and happiness, but do we really give? How do you feel about it? Calm, very nice. It's beautiful. Yeah, the feeling of calmness. Yeah. So as we pleasant, yeah. And I said, practice this in the morning, practice this in the evening, whenever you feel comfortable. Now I'm going to share with you just 2-3 more slides. Do not get reminded of problems. Beautiful. Anil has put that. Beautiful. Really, I like it. Yes. And how can we stop mind wandering while we try to meditate? Okay, that's a good question. We can take that up, or yeah, why not? So I'm going to take you through just a couple of slides, and this will help you basically in today's world where the COVID-19 has kind of put us through, and we are going through a lot of challenges. So if sister gives me a thumbs up, if we have 2 to 3 minutes more to take us through the slide, is that okay, sister?
Yes, brother, you can take.
Okay,
No problem. Yeah.
thank you.
I think
Sorry
everybody's
to
very curious. I mean,
Okay.
interested to
Sorry to
listen
keep
to
you
you.
all waiting, but yeah, I thought I wanted to share this. It's a very important moment. So basically, if somebody is going through challenging times, I would like you all to remind that you are not. Start sharing. Will stop other participants' computer sign. Yes, I want to share the screen. Okay. So this is something what I learned, and it is very helpful for me. So if you are going to going through any thoughts which is bothering you, just remember one thing, that energy flows wherever the attention goes. If your mind is going towards negativity, your energy is going to go towards that. No matter whatever happens, you need to change the thoughts, change the direction of the whatever you're thinking, and you see. If you're thinking negative, your energy will go towards that. If you're thinking happiness, that's what energy will flow. So it's very important to remember this. You can keep it anywhere in the house, that energy flows where the attention goes. And this is important phrase that you can share it with everybody, that this time will also pass, the best is yet to come. So if you're going through any medical or health issues, job issues, family issues, relationship issues, as the season changes, summer, winter, spring, autumn, we all know that, but we forget. So if you keep this reminder in your house that this time will also pass, the best is yet to come. So you will feel very energetic. And this is the slide which I wanted to share. The thing that stops us from taking action in life is the fear. Now, fear is many things. Now, if you see, the fear is self-created, and by imagining bad things that have not yet happened. As someone said, fear means fantasizing an experience appearing real, something that has not happened. That's why I've put that fear so small. That fear is so small. As we used to hear, in the GAN, is that the all the obstacles and whatever is coming through, they're like paper tiger. They are not obstacles. We make them big, and that is how it becomes big. But that's how fear is. Yeah, it's very easy for me to say. A lot of people might be saying, oh, come on, it is very easy to say. But when the fear comes after what has happened to COVID and what is happening in people's life today, yes, it is very easy. But if we really understand what fear is, that is where we will be able to take good control over it. So you can control it, you can manage it, again, by changing those thoughts, That is how you'll be able to manage those fear. So this is what I wanted to just share with you, that whenever you get this fear, just remember that it is, self-created. And one last thing I want to give you all is that maybe you all can unmute yourself, because as we are coming to the closure, and I'm going to say to you all, I'm going to show you all the screen, that if you say this sentence, if you are giving like a presentation, or if you're going for an interview, or if you're going for a very big meeting, just say this and it will be very, very, so I'm going to start this, share this quickly. Hold on. Okay. It'll be like this basically. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm just going to say. So it's going to be like the Om. Oh, and the sentence is going to be, no matter whatever happens.
No matter whatever happens,
I'm going to go for it anyway.
I am going to go for it anyway.
Exactly. So, oh, no matter whatever happens, I'm going to go for it anyway.
Oh, no matter whatever happens, I'm going to go for it.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Yes, exactly. So this will help you to take your fear away just before any event or anything. As we say, is that we set the intention. Om, we have put it that is because Om has got a lot of power. The Om is very, very powerful. That itself sends a lot of energy into our brain. That's what the Om Dhwani was so powerful. And that now all the people all around the world are doing this Om Dhwani. So this is just a little bit of a magic mantra. So anybody?
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, no matter whatever happens, I'm going to go for it anyway. So anything fear, like I'm giving a presentation. Before a presentation, I'm doing this breathing exercise and all that. No matter whatever happens, I'm going to go for it anyway, because success is our birthright. So whatever is going to happen is success is bound to happen. There cannot be anything negative. So that's the beauty about it. That gives us more confidence. Oh, thank you for putting it on the chat. And with this, let's have one laughter and I will finish it, wrap it up. So one laughter in a beautiful way, smile, laughter, kind of give it away, whatever you have, and bring that happiness and joy in your life. Let's open and laugh. Who can start the laughter? This is the silent laughter,
Thank you.
Yeah. So with this, I just want to say really, really thank you for the opportunity, and hope this has given you some kind of an experience that success is in our hands. Success is not that difficult. If people have been successful, it is a discipline, it is a commitment, and taking 100% responsibility in your life and having fun and bringing the joy and happiness in your life. That's the key to success and discipline. So if you have any questions, you can share, and any thoughts you have, put it on chat or share it to the sister. But thanks again, once again. I have been to Hyderabad in 2009. Yeah, that was many, many years back, but would love to come back again. It's a beautiful place, it's a beautiful city. And I thank for this wonderful opportunity, and I hope to wish you, very, very success and joy and happiness in 2022 and many years to come.
Brother, we have a couple of questions.
Yes.
The first question is, how can we stop mind wandering while we are meditating?
Good question. Good question. Okay. So yeah, I used to think, that this meditation, the thing is that when I was telling you all, I was putting up a little bit of a challenge to you all. When I was telling you all, count your breathing, I was purposely putting a challenge. Okay, thoughts will come. This main thing is a lot of people love, their food, and when you're cooking, so you might think, okay, what I'm going to prepare for evening, what I'm going to have for the dinner tonight, and meditating, or in the morning, what I'm going to have for breakfast. So these thoughts are very natural to come. But what I have learned, and by following meditation and practicing meditation for so many, that the thoughts, let them come. Welcome the thoughts. What we try to do is we try to throw it. Oh, the thought is coming. Thought is coming. Welcome the thought. I welcome the thought, but my focus is on meditation. What is my outcome? What do I want to gain from this meditation today? This 1 hour I'm sitting, for the globe. And so it's like you can set some kind of mini timing for meditation. Okay, now it's for myself to receive that blessings from Baba, and then the other time is spreading that vibrations to the globe. Other time is something, churning. So it's kind of keeping your mind busy, but that's how the thoughts will not come. But it requires a lot of practice, lot of practice. So, but again, welcome the thoughts, don't fight the thoughts. That is what I can say. This is what I've learned, the biggest technique, that to enjoy the meditation. And you will not fall asleep also. The good news is you will not fall asleep.
Yeah, very rightly said, brother. We need to welcome the thoughts and not fight with the thoughts. Nicely
Yes.
said. Yeah.
Yes.
And another question we have is, what is the right time for journaling? Morning or
That's a good
evening?
question.
Yeah.
Very good question. See, usually our routine, like, for instance, when we practice meditation, certain disciplines, we do the murli. So generally speaking, time would be that if you, in the night before sleeping, as I have learned this from Dadi again, is that whatever thoughts you have, like I used to look with this Dadi, Prakashmani had taught me, the chief of the Brahma Kumaris, who was really a great principle of discipline. Amazing, amazing. And she had taught me that she used to, whenever she used to sleep in the night, she used to give all her, not worries, but anything which went through the day, she used to give it to Baba, give it to God. And then this really helped her for a beautiful meditation in the morning. So that's what I learned from her, that I practice this journaling every single day. And it has taken me some time, I would say now over 2 or 3 years. So I've not been doing it for many years, off and on, but discipline, I've been doing it really practically every day, and that has really made a big difference. So in the night, I would say that would be a great way to start, because in the morning also you can write your points, what you have learned, and set an intention for the day. But in the night is something that you want to write, how was the day basically. And journaling is not only about writing what didn't go well. Journaling is all about, what you set your goals, what you set your intention, that's what, and what is something that you really enjoy, or something that you made it happen, or you cooked something and people really appreciate it. Write that up. Maybe sometimes you don't get appreciation from people, you cook something and, oh, how was the food? No one said anything. You write it down, but I cooked the food and I really enjoyed it. So, appreciate yourself. That's what journaling is all about.
Yeah.
Om Shanti, brother. I
Yes.
feel silence and kindness are the key words for success, and how far it should go parallelly, silence and kindness. I want to have clarity on it. It is not a question.
Thank you,
Silence
brother.
and kindness.
Yes, that's a very good question. See, silence and kindness, it is a very broad subject, I would say, because silence, when they say that something happens in life, should we be silent or should we have kindness? This is the question which usually people ask, is that the most important thing is that when you bring in a lot of silence, this is what my understanding is and what I have been practicing, is that when you bring in silence, like when you silence your thoughts, this is where it is that if your thoughts keep bothering you, that is where your kindness will come, your gratitude. Now, kindness, I would like to put it in a different way, is that gratitude makes your attitude. So for instance, if you're more thankful in life, being thankful towards yourself, love yourself, and as well as others, because we tend to love others, but we don't tend to love ourselves. And that is where the difference happens. So if you really want to engage in, and as a silence can be different for people. Silence can be just sitting and having that beautiful conversation with God. That could be silence. Silence can be your mind is quiet. You're able to think properly. You're able to make some judgments properly. So that could be silence. So there's various ways. But my understanding is that they both go hand in hand. But for me, how it worked was that I bought more in thankfulness, bought more in kindness, and I improved my gratitude, the ratio of my gratitude. And then I was able to quiet my mind, because the more I give to others and more I love myself, not try to put myself down, things happen, but try to bring in more happiness, then I'll be able to give it to others. I hope that is kind of given some idea, but it's a very broad topic. But thank you for bringing it.
Om Shanti, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much, brother, for this wonderful and engaging yet powerful session, explained in a very simplified manner. And you gave us a lot of pointers also to take away from the session, like taking 100% responsibility for our life. And the beautiful exercise you have shared, I really liked it, to eliminate I can't to I won't,
Yeah.
and then replacing I won't to I am and
Yeah.
I can. So
Yes,
this
yes,
is
yes.
really wonderful. We
Thank
can
you.
use this in a
Thank you.
day-to-day basis. And also you shared the habits of successful people, like waking up early in the morning, journaling, disciplining yourself, never stop learning, all these wonderful things you shared with a lot of examples and a lot of examples and stories. So thank you so much. And also we can see in the sessions there are like most many people like the session, and it is making a lot of
Thank you.
impact.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah. Thank you.
And so we would like to thank you, brother,
No
again for
problem.
this
No
wonderful
problem.
and interactive talk.
No problem.
And
In
thank you,
fact, just
everyone.
one thing
Yeah.
that maybe, maybe they can share it with you. Maybe what is that one takeaway from the session? What is that one thing they
Yeah.
really liked? What is that one thing they could implement in their life? What is that one
Absolutely.
thing that can, kind of, they can try it out, maybe they have it, but they will try it more, So that will kind of give a really what works, what doesn't work, But everything works. It's just a matter of putting it into principle. So they can share it with you, and maybe later stage we can do that.
Yeah.
Om Shanti, Professor. Can I ask, please?
Somebody wants to ask something. Can you raise your hand, please? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Om Shanti, brother.
Yes, Om Shanti, brother.
How to concentrate on day-to-day life in achievement of success? Please.
How to concentrate on?
Day-to-day life in success.
For success, how to concentrate?
That's again a very good question. Thank you for asking. The one thing I would say is that if you really want to be successful, is the most important is that hour of that morning, the practice. Now, if you have been following it up, maybe you want to bring in more routine in that because once we start the day with a good intention, good positive thought, and with a lot of happiness, the day is bound to be to have success with full of happiness. And whatever you do, what I have learned is that if you start the day with that positive thought and energy, the day is going to go beautiful. You may not know how at that time, but the question is that it will happen once you set the seed of the happiness and set the intention in the morning, and again, writing your journal again is going to be very, very critical. So these are some things that I said I knew about it, but the difference was I was not doing it. So now I've started doing it and I'm seeing amazing. The results have been outstanding, just outstanding. And my energy, the health wise, and my meditation. So this is how I see the results. Hope that has answered the question, brother.
Thank you, brother. Thank you,
No
sister.
problem.
Give me opportunity to this section. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother, for this interactive talk. And thank you everyone for being connected with us regularly for the sessions. It is great to have you all. We will keep connecting in this refreshing Sunday evening talks. So we will meet you next Sunday with a new topic. Until then, we wish you a great week ahead.
Yeah, same here. All the best. Thank you. Thank you. All the best.
Bye.